Take a second and stack your heart over your pelvis. Oh, seated. I just seated. Show you how to sit. Also down to start seated. Just stack your hips to the ground. Start heart over pelvis. Then take a second and line your head over your heart. Before we get into any movement today, just sit here and breathe. I invite you to close your eyes and see how you feel internally. Let's see 3 really deep breaths together. I like to start the practice in our lungs before we get to any physical activation. And after that 3rd breath, we're just going to add the arms to the same idea. So just start in the lungs, think about your lungs, and really your diaphragm is our most active piece so far. You can bring your arms to the side. Now we're just going to add the arms and vary your movement to the breath. So inhale up, and then exhale down. Do 2 more just like that. Inhale up, exhale down. 1 more, inhale up. Exhale, hands come down. Let's just start off to the left. You bring your left hand to the ground. The right hand is going to shoot up as you inhale. Exhale, go and fold over to the left side. Open the right side of your body. So let your right booty cheek be heavy to the earth. And then everything is lifting and then like leaning to the left. You get that nice juicy stretch in the right side body. Take 3 really deep breaths here. Go ahead and drop that right hand down forward in front of your face. Still reaching like someone's pulling to the opposite corner. And then still reaching all the way, swipe that right hand around the ground and come to the right side. So full stretch all the way as you twist through. And then find that same stack here. You can bring that right hand, right elbow to the ground. Bring that left booty cheek, that left hip to the ground. Inhale that left hand over. We're already kind of over our sides. See if you could extend, like point your crown towards the mirror. Opening up that yummy stretch on the left and just breathe, feel free. Then the left hand is going to kind of slide across, reach towards the earth, opening up that space in the lower back. And then slowly slide that left hand back across, finding that stretch. Do the whole range of motion. You can come back to that left elbow. Bring that left hand in. Go ahead and sit up. Take 1 more deep breath in. Touch the fingers at the top. And this time as you exhale, just hinge forward. So instead of curling my back, I come forward like this. I'm trying my best to lengthen my spine and just bend forward. So maybe I don't have a full range of motion, maybe I don't come to the ground. Maybe my back is open and I come to the ground. It's kind of like chair pose, but seated. So you can take a minute and find your alignment. See if you can align your shoulder blades with your spine. And just bend kind of your hips. And breathe here for 3. And then finding the integrity in our lowest point to the earth, go ahead and sort of sit up and stack your spine from the bottom. Again, finding that alignment, head over heart, heart over pelvis. So take 1 more deep breath up and over. And this time, take your left hand over to your right knee and swing that right arm back behind you. A nice deep twist. As you look over that right shoulder, take a deep inhale. Maybe you sit up a little taller. And on the exhale, if I cannot twist anymore, just in my eyes, see if you can look over that right shoulder. time, sort of out of order. Think about the piece of us that's connected to the earth, letting it guide us forward, so from your base, slowly twist back center. And then even now I can feel, I don't know, my shoulders, the upper part of my spine is leaning forward. So again, from your base up, go ahead, stack up. Think about all the pieces of your anatomy, your spine, getting tall, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, head over heart, heart over shoulders. Same thing, let's take a deep breath in, touch the fingertips up, and then exhale. This time the right hand is gonna come to the left knee, and then spin that left hand backward over the left shoulder. Center. Gonna add some repetition to it. Inhale up and over. Exhale, dive forward, touch the floor. This time you can allow yourself to just reach in front of you. Opening up that space in your low back, opening up that space in your neck. If you want to add like an armpit activation, sometimes I crawl my fingers forward and then lift my palms off the mat. So it's open in here and find that stretch all the way into your armpits. Everybody has different bodies, different shapes. So if you want to even peel your hips off the mat for a deeper stretch, you're welcome to do that. No pressure. And just breathe here for 3. You don't know. And then slowly we're gonna come out of here and just meet me in child's pose. This is one of my favorites. I'm just gonna give you some options. I like to do the wide knee child's pose and back just because of the way my back and my hips feel. But if you want, you can bring your knees in. Some of our child's poses today are going to be active and some are going to be relaxed. This one is more comfortable, so listen to your body. If you want a deeper stretch in the upper body again, you can walk those fingertips up towards me and even kind of open up in the armpits, lifting the palms up. This is all optional. Either way, just breathe here for 3 really deep breaths. And then let's keep the left hand exactly where it is. The right hand, you're just gonna reach up towards the ceiling and just a little bend. You don't have to look all the way, but see if you can look towards that right hand, keeping our lower body low. And then when you're ready to exhale, bring that right hand underneath the left. Find a little twist, so it's not a deep stretch, but come underneath this hand. Maybe bring your right cheek to the right arm or underneath it. Just find a little stretch into the right side body. If you're not feeling it, you can even walk your hands over to the left. Maybe you walk them out in that diagonal. Either way, let's breathe here. Breathe. So come back to center. We're gonna do the same thing on, keep our right hand center, so the same thing on the left. And just lift that left hand up and maybe follow your gaze at the ceiling, keeping our lower body low. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, weave that hand underneath the right arm as you bring the left side of the face to that left arm and just find a gentle twist. And once you're here, if you're not feeling it, you can adjust. So maybe you can walk your hands over to the right. Maybe you keep them on that diagonal of the mat, the corner of the mat, and walk them out. Either way, we're just gonna breathe. And we can get out of here, maybe back center. And then slip your legs back and do Sphinx pose. So I'm gonna press my elbows in and find an alignment with my chest and my elbows. We can start down low. You can bring your forehead, your nose, your chin to the mat, whatever is comfortable. And then very slowly with your crown up, you're gonna press the forearms. Sometimes I like to press my palms or press my fist into the mat. You're gonna press your hands up, and with your nose, you're just gonna reach up towards the ceiling. It can be a deep, deep, deep back stretch, and then you're just gonna look up. And then here, we're gonna breathe for 3. And slowly we can come back down. Do one more just like that. We're actually gonna do 2 more. We'll go to the left and to the right. Same thing, point the toes, press your hips into the mat. Slowly with your nose, come up. It can be a deep stretch or a gentle stretch, pressing into the palms. And once you're up, just look over the left shoulder. And you look back at your toes, look over the shoulder, and just breathe here for 3. So come back center. Let yourself just fall down. This is your 3rd one where you're over to the right. So find your adjustment. Let your hips be heavy into the mat. Press the elbows into the mat, hands or palms into the mat, whatever's comfortable. And then slowly meet me up on the inhale. So you lean up, kind of leading with the nose. And this time, once you're up, meet me on the right side. Look over that right shoulder. Maybe you look back at your toes. And again, we're just going to breathe here for 3. Slowly we can come back down to our chest. Let's start now. Send that left arm out long. My right arm is coming in towards my armpit, and then I'm going to bring the right side of my face to the mat. You can point with the left toes, and slowly we're gonna push, ooh, no, we're doing the wrong side. Point with the right toes, and then we're gonna push our weight over to this left shoulder. So I'm just gonna roll over left, letting my right foot guide me. If I want a really, really deep stretch, I try to touch my hand and my toes. If that's too much for my body, maybe I just reach behind me with those right toes, letting my weight come to the left shoulder. So I think I switched it, but we're on the left side of our face. That right palm is pushing into the earth, opening up on that left shoulder blade. Just breathe here for 3. And slowly stack your toes, still staying on the side hip. And then keeping your core engaged, just roll forward to your stomach. So now your forehead on the mat, and I will just switch arms. Bring that left hand in towards the armpit. That right armpit goes out. Pick up now, we do the left toes. And then we're just gonna roll into that right shoulder. So slowly lead with the left toes. If you want that deep stretch, you can reach back towards that hand if that's a lot for your body. And just kind of close the gate and reach behind you and breathe here for 3. Onto that right shoulder. How are you feeling?
Good. Yeah, it's a good stretch.
And then slowly you can come back out of here. Stack those toes, still staying on that right hip. Keeping the core engaged, slowly move forward. And then just because we did a lot of back bends, let's just push back into a child's pose. So make your way into here. Again, I like the widening child's pose. Maybe your body feels better, bring your knees together. Maybe you try both. We're gonna breathe here for 4 really deep breaths. It's your choice if you want that deep stretch in your arms, kind of walking forward, or maybe not. Maybe you need something relaxing, more restorative. Just breathing. Very slowly we crawl out of here. We're going to do our first chaturanga of the day. You can meet me in plank pose. You're welcome to do Knees on the ground or maybe toes on the ground. And once you're up, take a minute and check your alignment. See if you can make kind of one line from the end of your heels to the top of your head. We're gonna take a deep breath in, engaging our core. And then on the exhale, keep your elbows in towards your body and slowly lower. You can point the toes back behind you. We're gonna go for upward dog. You can kind of do that sphinx if you want to do a smaller one, or you can reach all the way up, keeping the toes pointed for upward dog. I like that stretch in my stomach area. And then slowly activate your core, flip your toes, use your core to lead you up and back into downward dog. Take a minute and adjust here, see how your body's feeling. Push your hips towards the sky. Your core, your belly button, it's almost like you're pushing your whole abdomen, the front of your abdomen toward the top of the thighs. If you want, you can bend your knees here. It's uncomfortable. We're gonna breathe here for 3. After that 3rd breath, you can walk your hands to the center of the mat and literally hand by hand, walk your hands back to your feet. Once you're here, you can take as much of a bend as your back, your hamstrings, your psoas feels necessary. So maybe your forward fold looks all the way like this. Maybe your hips are high and it's all the way like this. Either way, keep your head towards the earth. Your hips can do whatever's comfortable. Same for your arms. Sometimes I like to hold my elbows just to let me kind of push my weight forward towards the ground. Maybe you need that shoulder back stretch and you clasp your hands behind you and open up. Either way, we're going to take 4 really deep breaths from here. And just breathe. And then slow, just maybe on the left. Find a deep bend, your hips are still low, you reach to the left, maybe your hips are high. But I like to reach to the outside of that left foot. Just breathe here, find a nice loose stretch in that right side body. If you want something deeper, you can always twist, really look at that ankle, bring the back of the calf, kind of pushing your heart over to the left. Maybe you're just hanging out here on the left side. Let's breathe 3, let's do 40 breaths in here. And then take your time, we're gonna go back to center just for 1 breath. Just hang out here, 1 deep breath in through the nose, maybe out through the mouth, and then immediately on the right side, 4 deep breaths. You can be a deep active stretch if you reach back and grabbing the back of that right calf and push your heart over to the right. Maybe that's a lot for your back, so we're just chilling on the right. Let's take 4 really deep breaths here. Let your head hang heavy, elbows heavy, armpits heavy, shoulders heavy, as you just fall back forward. We're gonna stack up. Before we move up, find they say it's called the 4 corners of your feet, but find your base, so your 4 corners of your feet. Make sure you're strong in your feet. And slowly we're gonna stand and kind of straighten our legs out, especially at a juicy bend in your forward fold. Maybe you slowly strong our base. Stack your shins strong over your feet as you slowly come up. Stack your thighs over your knees. Slowly kind of, same way we did it when we were sitting down, kind of grab your core From your base, take a minute, step head over heart, heart over pelvis. Take a minute, pull the shoulders back. It's kind of relaxed standing. Let's take a deep inhale. Go ahead, shoot your arms up. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten out your back. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, fast. Now we're going to stand up. So rising for sun salutation. That was one. Let's do two more just like that. Really tall. And then we're ready to exhale, forward fold. Opening up to low back. Halfway lift. Strong in the legs as you inhale. Exhale back down to the ground. You bend your knees freely. Inhale, shoot everything up. Come to standing through mountain pose. And then one more. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Lower down. Inhale, strong on the legs. It's our last mountain pose. You can touch the ceiling. As you inhale and then exhale, letting the shoulders fall back. We're just going to stand here for 3. So instead of just staying really active in everything that we engaged so far, say hello to those muscles, kind of squeezing everything in. And then on your exhale, you're still active, but you can just kind of let go of that squeeze. Inhale, squeeze and internal. Exhale, just kind of standing in it. Inhale, one more active. Exhale, let it go. How you feeling? Good, thank you. Let's do some shoulders since we're standing up. And just start with a little like open and close. And while I'm reaching back, it's almost like I have a pencil right between my shoulder blades. I'm trying to pinch it. So we're just staying in this range of motion. Maybe think about a bird flying, not like the up and down, but just forward and back. Opening the shoulders, pinching the pencils. Just going back and forth. If you want, you can bend the elbows here, keep that same range of motion. And then same thing, now we're just gonna get more, think about the close of it. So instead of pinching, this time give yourself a hug. And maybe bow your head, you come in. Open, switch arms, and do the same thing. Bow your head as you come in. Again. And you can let your arms fall. I'm gonna keep my head down, let my arms come to the side, and slowly stack once more. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Just paying attention to your spine and how it feels on the inside. Everything that's pulling and tugging on it. Everything that's just resting on it. Your spine supports your whole body. Finding that connection between the spine and the nervous system. Just breathing into our body. Once more, let's shoot the hands up and touch the ceiling as we inhale. This time we go into Halasana, yogi squat. I like to push my toes out and keep your spine straight as possible. Send your knees out to follow your toes. And slowly lower, try to keep your spine straight as you come into yogi squat. If you can, see if you can lift your elbows on the inside of your knees. We're going to breathe here for 3, open up the hips. After that third breath, we got a little bit of a challenge here. Let's reach out with that left hand, almost like you're touching the earth. Reach towards the left. And then the right hand is going to shoot up outside of the right hip. And if you want, you can follow your gaze to the right. Just going to take one really deep inhale and exhale here. And then bring that right elbow back into that right knee. Let's just find your yogi squat, maybe center and get tall before we adjust. Again on the opposite side. Reach towards the right ground. And then reach out towards the left as you look over that left arm. And then breathe Deep inhale, and a deep exhale. And ease our way out of here, coming back to yoga squat just for 1 second. Then let your hands hit the earth. If crow pose is in your practice, you can go for it. I always suggest people just let themselves fall. Be playful with it. Like I just got my hair done and up my head on the mat. But if
I can do that.
you want to spot, I can come spot you.
I've never done it before, but sure.
If you feel safe following along, you could go for it. This is one way to get in it. It's not the there's different ways to get into it because here our knees are on the outside. So really just imagine giving yourself a push up and pushing your knees to the outside. Another helpful thing is just since this is new to you, try a tripod. So roll onto your forehead. It's okay. I'm not sure you're gonna fall, but just let yourself fall. It's hard. Can I help you real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so your spine, so you can straighten it down. I know it's a lot on your body. And then just imagine one of your forehead to the mat, whatever that looks like. I'm gonna touch your hips if that's okay. You got it. Yeah. And then imagine rolling. So from your forehead, you're going to roll more to the top. You got it. If you want to practice this at home or outside in the park, you just let yourself fall. But this is really the pose right here.
Okay.
And then even how you feel, I can tell you feel scared in it, but that's it. It's just you have to build that strength.
Yeah.
So just follow along so you don't get afraid, but I could see in your body you can do it. I like to do, when my hair's not done, I love to do headstands and stuff. I love that. So I'm like, maybe another practice. But coming back out from our tripod, our crow pose, let's just come back down into child's pose. This time, let's bring the knees in, the toes out, and slowly sit back. This knee to your back, your hips. It's a deep kind of opposite stretch. If you want, you can bring your toes in a little bit more. Find something that's I always say for people to stretch like an inch outside of their comfort zone. So we're not really hurting ourselves, but it does feel a little different. Just gonna breathe here for you. After that third breath, push your weight into the heel, the heel of your palm, your hand, your heels. And then slowly realign. So bring your knees underneath your hips, your palms underneath your shoulders. And let's bring that left hand center. The right hand is gonna shoot up. Let's follow, well actually just open that right shoulder blade and look over to the right. As your right hand touches the lights, touches the ceiling, you're getting really long, really tall in your wingspan. Take a deep inhale. And then when you're ready to exhale, thread the needle. We're going to come back to the right side of that face, stretching that right shoulder is going to come to the earth. So you find a deep twist. Here, we can just breathe here if this is what's in your practice. Or maybe reach that left shoulder blade back toward that right hip crease and really twist your heart over to the left. Whatever your stretch looks like, see if you can breathe here for 3. Left hand is going to come back to the earth. Right hand is going to shoot back up to the ceiling, touch the lights, let your gaze follow that right hand. And then like a scared cat, we're going to claw forward. Belly button tucks into our spine. You can let your head drop as you claw on the mat forward. And then replace that hand. That right hand is going to come center. Left hand is going to open as we twist over to our left side, touch the ceiling, let your gaze fall. Really open, take a deep inhale here. Exhale, left side of the face, left shoulder is going to come to the mat as you deep twist on the left side. Let's take 3 really deep breaths here. I always like the twist because it's like a little internal. We think about yoga on the outside a lot, but also our organs on the inside love the yoga, the squeeze, the twist, kind of being contorted, especially our liver. And if you want, you can take that right hand off the mat and reach over towards that left hip crease. Surrendering to our breath here. So just breathe. right arm is going to come back to the mat. Very slowly. Left hand is going to go back to the ceiling. Touch the lights one last time. Open that wingspan. And then like a scared cat, claw forward. Sitting your belly button in, head comes down. Let your head drop. And then let's say child's pose again. Moving even slower as we get towards the end of our practice. This one, let our hips be wherever they are. I would like you to walk your hands just an inch forward. You can lift the palms up, you can lean them down. But let this child's pose be active in the upper body. Very slowly, we come up out of here, sitting on our heels. We come to seated, we're gonna do some more twists. Same twists that we've been doing, but just think about your lower body, like maybe from your hips and down. Even though we are gonna twist up here, just think about everything from our root. So like our tail, we're gonna start an inhale up and over. Same twist we've done before. Left hand is going to hit that right knee, maybe come to the outside of that right hip. The right arm is going to swing back. And then think about twisting, from your lowest point. And then let that twist kind of go up your spine. And once you get to the point where you cannot twist anymore, just with your eyes, really look over that right shoulder. Keep our left hand exactly where it is. We kind of untwist your spine center. Left hand stays here. Right arm is going to sweep back, kind of like we're swimming, and then go over to the left, like diagonal of your mat. Really, I said your mat, but see if you can find that space in your right side body to stretch here. So left hand is going across to the right. Right hand is going up and over. And hopefully feel a stretch in our back, maybe our side, maybe our neck. And breathe here for 3. And then very slowly, just let that right shoulder drop. And let your head get heavy. Just bend here, it can look like whatever. And then slowly go ahead, stack up from your lowest point. Again, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Really breathing into our spine. Take a deep inhale here, go up and over. Go just to the left, so to the right. So my right hand now is going to go to the outside of my left knee, maybe comes to my left hip. The left hand is going to swim back. Think about your lowest point as you twist. Once you're out of twist, maybe just with your eyeballs, look over to that left. Deep breaths here. Keep that right hand exactly where it is. Left hand is going to swing back, up, and over as you reach diagonal towards the right. Really trying to open up in that same piece of your back or spine, this time on the left side. I can feel a very big difference on my left side and my right side. After that third breath, let that left shoulder blade drop forward, head drops forward. Take your time here. I'm just going to sit up slowly. Again, thinking about our spine, knowing it's the connection between all our limbs. Stacking up, head over heart, heart over pelvis. just do a little bit of shoulders here. So I'm gonna bring my shoulders, kind of pinch them together forward, and then still they're like tight in. I'm gonna push them up, send them back down my back. I'm opening up my wings and back forward. So that was one. Let's do two, just like that. Back, keeping everything kind of squished together as you let them rotate. So I'm going to think about our anatomy and what the joint actually looks like underneath my skin. And then just shake it out. Maybe we can build the head, the neck in there. Maybe the spine, maybe do a little cat cows. I'm going to do the same thing backwards now. It doesn't have to be as tight. So the first time as we did our shoulder stretches, we kind of activated like the shoulders forward. But now let's just relax and then push them up, back. Is this the same? Yeah, we're going forward. This is the same thing back. And then very slowly we come to our stomach on the mat. We already did these twists, so these don't have to be as deep. If you did enjoy it, we can do this again. We're going to do this kind of quickly. Point the right toes. Send the right toes over to the left. Come to the left side of your face. Twist here. We'll breathe for 3. Stack the hips. Come forward, engaging the core. Come down to our stomach. And then switch to the opposite side. Point the left toes, maybe we come to the right side of our face. Left toes come back behind us. As we find that stretch on the opposite side. 2 deep breaths here. I like to point the toes just to help me engage the core. Come forward. And we come to our chin. You can just meet me on your back. We're going to do the same twist on our back. Just a couple variations. So first, let's just start with, let's send our left toes out long. You can point the toes if you want, both of them. Our right knee is going to come in towards our heart. And take your left hand over to that right knee, and the right arm is going to go out long. And then take that right knee over to the left body. As you do, maybe you look over that right shoulder. Do 3 really deep breaths here. And then anchor down in your hips. Slowly come back to your back. Point this time the right toes and the left knee into your heart space. Grab that right hand and left knee connection. Send that right knee over to your left and let your left arm go out long. As you look over that left shoulder, finding a deep twist on the left side, or just everything. Just breathe here. Nice supine twist. Slowly you can unravel. Come back to your back, point your toes. This time we're doing the same twist, another variation. We can bring both of our knees into your chest. Again, left hand is going to come to the right knee. And this one is your choice. So if you want that deep stretch, you can keep your knees towards your heart. If this is a lot and you want just a different type of stretch, maybe in your psoas, your lower back, you pull your knees away from your heart. And either way, send both knees, this time stacked over to the left. See if you can feel a difference between one knee and the other. Maybe feel a difference in bringing them high or putting them low. Finally, you're comfortable. And then stretch that right arm out in the opposite direction and look over your right shoulder. So same twist. We got some different, it's really different where we rest the weight in our left leg.
It lets you feel this one. Maybe it feels the exact same. I'm just gonna breathe. This time, to get out of here, I'm gonna anchor down. I'm gonna send my left arm out long. Anchor down in the T's of my arms, so like the shoulders of my arm, and activate my core as I come through the center. And then just meet me on the other side. Same thing, you can bring your knees up higher if you like that deeper twist. Maybe you pull them away from your upper body for a different type of twist. You can let that right hand come to the outside of both legs with the left knee. The left arm is already stretched out long. And take a minute and look over that left shoulder. Getting a nice twist. This is one of our final stretches together. We come back. Let's just bring the knees in once, give yourself a little hug. Maybe the head comes out, maybe not. And then shoot your knees out long. Same thing we've been doing, just a different variation. This time, see if you can keep that right knee straight. So I like to flex the toes, just because it helps me, but you can point the toes too. And it doesn't have to come to a connection. If you can reach your toes, go for it. If not, hold onto that left leg. Same thing we've been doing, send this whole leg over to the left. Same thing, if you want a deeper stretch, really kick that foot towards your face. This is a lot for your body. Of course, you can bring that right leg, closer to the left and down, closing that gate. Either way, that left hand is going to come to the outside of that right leg, or maybe you're holding it. Either way, see if you can hold it this way on the outside. That right arm goes out long. You're holding that right shoulder. And bring that right leg down towards left leg. Come back to center. And then same thing, bring that left arm out long. Right hand is going to reach towards those left toes. Wherever it falls, wherever it is perfect. Take a deep inhale. And then the left leg goes over to the right. Somehow, some way, bring that right hand to the outside of that left hip. And this time, look over your left shoulder. Take 3 really deep breaths here. I lied, this will not be our last pose, but we'll be wrapping up shortly. I still feel a little need for a stretch in my low back. So after this, let's swing that the left leg down. Bring both the knees in. And this will really be our final stretch. Take your knees out wide, find some connection with your hands and your feet. And just rock from side to side. Let this motion give you a nice massage as you use your body weight and gravity to kind of roll out any stress you want to just put on the low back, the hips, the psoas. We did a lot today in here, so this can be very restorative. If you want to just chill, you don't have to rock. I like to rock because it feels good for my body. Just breathe. You can stay here in child's pose for a minute. I'm going to turn off the lights so we can get into a meditation. And just like we started the practice in just our lungs, we can end the practice in our lungs. Just let yourself breathe. And always relax as your legs come down, letting your whole body get very heavy. This is a interesting cue, but it'll be our last one. So kind of when we read, our eyes are kind of active. The muscles in our eyes literally push forward. So laying on your back, imagine your eyes just kind of dropping down into your eye sockets. Relaxing your eyes, kind of like you do when you go to sleep. And the same with your tongue. You can remove it from the top of your mouth. And maybe even remove it from the bottom of your mouth. So it's almost just floating in your mouth. And then drop it back as if you were to swallow it. And these are just little things to help us kind of go to sleep and relax here. As you let your breath lead you into a meditation.
Very slowly, bring that full body breath, that active breath, back to your body. Starting your lungs sway from side to side. I like to also, while I'm doing this motion, this movement, sometimes I just say internally, thank you, body. Thank you for flowing with me today. We have a lot of emotions, a lot of things that come in our days, so sometimes it's hard for us to even show up and move. Sometimes it's easy for us. Either way, just send some gratitude for yourself, for moving and breathing and trying. Stretching. And then I like to take a full body stretch like in the morning time. Send your toes away from your fingers, stretch really long. And then on the exhale, give yourself a good hug. This is fetal position, so literally before we even popped out, we were probably in somewhat this position for a very long time. So it's a good time to plant an affirmation. Could be simple as I love myself, I can do hard things, I am beautiful, whatever you need for your day, give yourself that. Take one deep breath here. And then meet me on your left if you're gonna have a relaxing Saturday, cool, not doing as much. Meet me on the right if you have a busy Saturday with a lot to do. Use the palm that's pressed, or the palm that's on the outside, so the one that's toward the ceiling. And slowly sit up into seated. Relax the alignment. Stack up from your base. Stack head over heart, heart over pelvis. Hands come to the heart. And I just want to thank you for forming with me. Thank you. Namaste.
That's great. Thank you.
I know